Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about The Walking Dead Season 4, and I'm basically going to do like a recap in a way of what they said in the Telltale Summer update. And basically I'm going to bring my thoughts and opinions and like a small overall discussion, and then I'll be making other videos in the future talking more into those discussions. So yes, they have confirmed that this is The Walking Dead, the final season, which I found out it's a working title, so thank God, because I didn't really like the name, or did I like the name? I don't know. Anyways, basically, the whole point of the story of season 4 is obviously to find AJ, but then the lady in the thingamajiggy said that what is she gonna do when she finds them. Now I'm wondering what they're gonna do for the story, because in The Walking Dead season 1, the whole season was to find Clem's parents. And in The Walking Dead Season 2, it didn't really have a goal. The only goal I could think of was that the whole point was to get to Wellington, and that was to determine if you could go to Wellington or not. So that was basically the goal of Season 2, and obviously the whole goal of Season 3 was to protect your family, and obviously you couldn't save all of them. And The Walking Dead Season 4, the whole point, by the way, it seems, is to find AJ and then what's gonna happen. So I wonder what they're gonna do for this season, because the whole point was to go somewhere or find a location, but I'm trying to think of what else they could do with the story. Now, maybe they could be like surviving. That could be like simple, but I kind of want. Now, I'm wondering that since she said that the story season 4 is gonna be where she what's she gonna do when he finds him. I'm wondering if there's gonna be like maybe a DLC for AJ, like an extra episode, but I really don't see that happening anytime soon. But you never know. But that's just my overall opinion. It would be cool to have a DLC, but I prefer it to be in the season, but to make the more season interesting instead of, like, well, they already got this season interesting by just finding AJ, and then after what they're gonna do, that'll be pretty interesting. Maybe AJ will be found in episode 2 or 3 or 1. But I'm trying to think of what else they can do with the story arc, because I can't really think of any ideas other than them trying to survive and maybe go to another place, but Clem already has some new frontiers, so yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a trick one. They were gonna do a story arc where they're gonna have a Negan type of character, so that would be pretty awesome if they had that, because definitely the best villains they had were like Clover, and Joan could have been really awesome, but I heard that they scrapped her out of episode 5 for some reason, so I'm definitely hoping that Joan and Clint will have a big impact in season 4 because of them not showing up in episode 5, which kind of like sucked because they were like the main villains in that episode in a way. So yeah, that'll be pretty interesting to see. Now, returning characters from season 1 and season 2. Now, from season 1, I could think of Lily. She was a really awesome character. Just to her to see find Clem again. Maybe she could be the McKellar Ranch, or even Krista from season 1 and 2, who we do not know if she survived or not. It'll be pretty interesting to see if that ever happened. I really do want like one or two returning characters. I don't want them to overdo it with returning characters, but definitely there will be a new cast, obviously, at probably the McKellar Ranch. So I don't know, when I hear the McKellar Ranch, I get the season 2 vibes when they were at the cabin. So that's the way I see it at the moment, like a season 2 vibe of Clem trying to find like the cabin in a way, even though it's a McKellar Ranch. So I remember doing a McKellar Ranch discussion video, which never came out in episode 5, so that was a pretty funny thing. So if any of you want to watch that, link will be in the description or the annotation below. Now, multiple endings for this season. Now, definitely they could do a lot with this season due to the fact that this is the final season. I'm not sure if they're going to be officially done with Walking Dead content, but for sure they're going to be finished with Clem's story. But anyways, the way I see multiple endings is that I really do find Clementine being determinate. And maybe one of the choices could be like Clem going back to the New Frontier, and depending on like your season 3 choices, then maybe Gabe or Cade or David will be there or not there, like depending on who you saved obviously at the end of season 3. That would be pretty interesting, because I don't want them to just finish the New Frontier. I feel like the New Frontier can like mean something, like a Wellington kind of place in a way. Now, a time skip. The time skip that I was thinking of, I really don't think there could be a big time skip due to the fact that Clem's just finding AJ, and the fact that they're pretty close to the comics. The way I see it is that the time skip is definitely going to be under a month or under 2 or 1 week. That's the way I see it. I don't think they can go any further than that. I mean, they could, but I really think that's a good time frame for Clem, and the fact that she just has got a new haircut and all, like, it just shows that they're ready to put her in season 4. And that's pretty much it. Batman the Enemy Within, The Walking Dead New Frontier. I'm going to talk about those titles. Now, Batman the Enemy Within, it's not released yet, but I don't know what it's about, but definitely the title has a meaning of becoming like the enemy within, and obviously The Walking Dead New Frontier was about the New Frontier. So when they announced like The Walking Dead like official title, it's definitely not gonna be called season 4. It'll probably be called like The Walking Dead A New Day, probably not like that or something like that. I don't know, but definitely it will have a big meaning to the season, and that's something I'm pretty excited to be. That's something excited that I'm excited. Grammar. Now I'm wondering what they could do with Clem in this season, because obviously we played it in season 2 and a little bit in season 3, and definitely in season 2 she wasn't all that like strong, but she was definitely capable of protecting herself. And in season 3 we only played her in flashbacks, but you could tell that there was a big change in her and that she could definitely like protect herself. And seeing her in season 3 in the present time also means that she is pretty capable of handling herself, like I said again. So that's the way I see it for The Walking Dead Season 4. I will be going into more discussions about like maybe determining characters from past seasons or returning characters, and maybe I could talk about the McKellar Ranch again, and maybe talk about maybe the new cast being there, and maybe comic book characters. I really don't think comic book characters will be a part in this season. I think it'll be just like Season 2 where there's no comic book characters. I thought it was fine with Jesus in season 3, but I don't want them to like put another comic book character, because this is definitely Clem's story. I just want it to be like just Telltale's story, like no, not involving any like places, or they can name maybe like some places from the comics, but I definitely don't want to see any characters. So, well, rip. So this video is not over yet. Basically, I kind of knew this already, but I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure if it was like I heard it, but it wasn't. Like I wasn't paying attention. So now, if you do not know, JoJo Software has confirmed in this video, which was a live stream at Comic-Con San Diego, I believe, that Season 4 of The Walking Dead will premiere at the first half of 2018. Now, we already know that I was going to come out in 2018, but I did not think that we would be getting it this soon. I would think that we would be getting it in December, so I'm wondering if we're going to be, I wonder how it's gonna be, because the season's probably the fastest season in a way, because I really thought they'd take the time and maybe like release it 2019, like with all the episodes, like we'll maybe release like episode 1 in 2018 December, and then 2019 like the rest of the episodes, but that's not the case at all. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm just hoping that it's not gonna like be bad. But definitely with the advertisements in E3, which is in June, I believe. I'm not sure. January through June, I believe, is all 6 months, so, or 7 months, something like that. No, 6 months. Yeah, June. So I'm hoping that it'll be good. I think they're gonna put like all their work into Walking Dead for now. So that's just my overall opinions. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for more Telltale and Walking Dead content. Bye.